Hey Mom, so welcome back to the Momtrepreneur Life Coffee Chat. So these are casual chats where I pull back the curtain on what it means to be a work from home and homeschooling mom. If you're new to the channel, I am Jodie the Mom from Lifeunboxed.blog, and I am a virtual assistant, content, I was going to say Kung Fu master, yeah, we'll stick with that, and a homeschool mom of 6. Their ages are 16, 14, 12, 8, 4, and 2. Okay, so the 2-year-old is not homeschooled yet, but we got to include her in there. So today we're going to talk about being a working homeschool mom and how we make it work. So grab your coffee. I have mine right here in my favorite mug, Keep Calm Mom On. And yes, you can find that at the Mom Boss at the Lifeunboxed.blog store. That was a shameless plug, and I will totally admit that. So grab your coffee, throw your hair into a messy bun, and put on your favorite PJs. That is, if you haven't been in them all day already. Okay, so before we get into the show today, I want to show you something new. So here is the latest journal that I made, and you can get this off on Amazon. And yes, of course, I will link it below. So I think this is my favorite one so far, but I do say that about all of them. And it'll definitely get you ready for spring. I think this is one of my favorite ones because all of the elements I did myself. Like I didn't pull inspiration from Canva or anything like that. I really like cherry blossoms, and I'm not a super girly person. My husband looked at it and goes, yeah, it's really girly, like, because it's kind of opposite my personality. So he was kind of surprised, but I really do like cherry blossoms. And so I wanted to put together a spring journal that featured cherry blossoms. And so the quote on the back is, I write because I don't know what I think until I read what I say. And I just thought it was very appropriate because so I do have notes on this in my book. So I am a huge fan of writing things down and not necessarily typing them out, but actually taking pen in hand and writing on paper. There's something about that connection between the physical movement of writing and I don't know if it's more of an emotional connection. I know, like, take from an academic standpoint, like they always say it's better to actually write notes because you do remember what you've written more than just typing. But it's an excellent way to blow off steam, to get your emotions out, and also to like write down all of your ideas. Like I have ideas that come to me at the most craziest times. And I carry a notebook around in my purse for times just like that. And I pretty much have notebooks like available to me for whatever room I'm in the house when inspiration strikes. I do try to limit it because then things tend to get lost in the notebooks, or, I have specific subjects for each notebook. So be sure to check this out. So I think this is the 6th one, and I have one in the works that's going to be a great gift for Mother's Day. So that'll be up soon. And as soon as it's out, I will let you know. So if you haven't had a chance, be sure to check out this week's show. And we talk about being your own time management trainer so that you can take control of your day. Remember, you can listen, watch, or read the show. We look at the excuses we make, including paralysis by analysis, that's me, and finding solutions to our busy schedule. We are busy moms. Like, time is probably one of the rarest commodities that we have. And so anytime that we can get more ideas on how to manage it better or manage ourselves better is always a win-win. So I will leave that link in the show notes below. Be sure to check it out. So this show, this Momtrepreneur chat, is flowing perfectly into the show of this week. Because again, we are busy moms, and really I could use like 36 hours in my day. I imagine like, oh my goodness, what would I do with an extra 12 hours? Well, I could get all my stuff done in 24 and then I can sleep for 12. That would work. So I think that would work. Anyway, so 2 weeks ago, I gave like a glimpse into our daily life. So it was very much a day in the life that was fit into 8 minutes. So, but now I wanted to break it down for you. So I'll leave the link in the show notes below so that you can see, our day so that you can actually see it. And now I want to tell you about it. And again, I have all my notes. So if I'm looking down, then let's see if I prop them up, because I do try and make these spontaneous and unedited, but I do have to write things down because I'm a homeschool mom of 6 and I juggle clients. So yeah, I'm not going to remember everything. So let's get some coffee. Okay, so I'm also going to start doing a series on the best advice. Like these are going to be like short videos. I'm going to try and keep them under 5 minutes. So if there's something you want to know. So right now these are the topics. I have the best business advice, the best business tools, the best advice for homeschooling, homeschool tools, the best advice for parenting, for being creative, the best business books, and I'm going to keep them to like 3. So they're truly like are the best. So if there's something that you want to know the best of, let me know in the comments below, because I'm I'm excited about doing those. All right. So anyway, let's get into what our week looks like, because I do plan things around what regularly happens during our week. So Sunday, I don't really sit down. I'll just go over to my planner when things come to mind and I will jot them down of things that need to get done. But there are certain things that are fixed for most weeks. Like Friday, we have co-op, but that's only 2 more weeks. So then my Fridays will be more available to me, and I'll probably write more on Fridays then. Saturdays, the kids do their chores, and that's when I write my post for the week. For my blog, I actually write like 3 months out. So when I started it with the intention of having 3 months in the can. So I wanted to, start out ahead. So when things come up, like when I had the big C, like that kind of knocked me out for like 3 weeks. And so I wasn't scrambling to like, oh my gosh, I need to post something. Things were posting. I needed to adjust my schedule for June a little bit because I wasn't writing then, but I had time to figure that out and come up with different things to do. So I do write weekly, but I'm always 3 months ahead. Okay, so that's Friday and Saturday. Sunday is church, rest, and I have intentions of prepping food because, as I mentioned in the last coffee chat, I hate cooking and other mom confessions. I don't like to cook. So anything that I can do, so I'm not grabbing junk food during the day. I have better options. I try to do that on Sunday, but I will admit I have not been doing a very good job of it. So we'll have some coffee at that point, and that's okay. So that is my intention, but it doesn't always happen. All right, so Monday is school, work, and I make sure everything is posted for that week. So I'll go through and schedule my blog post and YouTube shows and podcasts to show up on my Facebook and wherever else. And then Tuesday, I take my oldest to work, but again, that'll be ending soon because he was just doing childcare. So in 2 weeks. That'll change. So it's school, work, appointments. I also record on Tuesdays. So these are just the fixed items in our schedule throughout the week. So Sunday is school, work, church, Wednesday is school, work, church, and then I write my mom life. So I record on Tuesday, and then I will write the post for these shows on Wednesday, and then they get posted on Thursday. And then Thursday is school, work, and that's when I'll usually write my book, and then whatever else. And then again, Friday's co-op chores, and then Saturday's chores, and I write posts. So these are the fixed items throughout the week. And again, things come up, things change. So they're written down in pencil in my planner because life happens, things change, everyone gets sick. So you just have to have that flexibility. Like last week, I ended up spending the day in the hospital because we had an emergency, not in our immediate family. Everyone's healthy now, but we had an emergency. So I ended up waiting in the hospital all day. So it kind of just threw the entire schedule off. So because I try to plan with flexibility in there and also learning, like I've said before, again, to make peace with the fact that I can only go as fast as I can go. This seems like the theme of my year. So I'm just trying to, make peace with those things. And so I didn't record on Tuesday because, you have even have to recover from all of the adrenaline and the stress of the day as well. So I'd actually recorded my mom confessions throughout the week beforehand. So that was already pretty much ready to go. So thankfully I had done that. So I didn't have to worry about missing it. Otherwise I would have just skipped it. Like that's one of those things, like it would have just been skipped and we would have picked up the following week. Okay, so that was the weekly view. And this is the day view. Okay, and I'm going to look down. All right, so I usually wake up between 5 a.m. and 5:15. And this is my time to get up. My husband will get up with me and he always sets my computer up for me, makes sure I have coffee and all that. He takes good care of me. So I will wake up and from about 5:15, and there's flexibility. I do not mind hitting the snooze. So we have some flexibility with that. So between about 5:15 and 6, I'll work on my blog. And it's not writing any post because that just doesn't give me enough time. Except the mom life, these coffee chats, I will write those posts on Wednesday morning at that time. So I'll work on my blog. I'll either post stuff, do links. There's always something to do. Proofread, post. Usually, again, I have fixed things in my calendar throughout the week for what I need to do for my blog, and then I'll do some other things that I have in mind. Like if I want to do journal covers or something like that, I'll put those in there as well. Then from 6 to 8, I will work for one of my clients. Then from 8 to 9, so the kids wake up at 8, their alarm clocks go off. We're homeschooled, they don't need to go off, but I do like that routine that we do have a fixed wake up time. We do have a fixed time for breakfast. Then they will start school around 8:30. No, I don't force them to get dressed unless we're going somewhere. Like they can do their schoolwork in their pajamas and be just as productive. Because I stay in my jammies most days too. Or my sweats, whatever works. So the kids will wake up and then I will work out and then get ready for the day. And again, that might just be brushing my teeth, washing my face, and throwing on my comfy sweatpants. That may be how I get ready for the day or take a shower. It just depends on the day. But again, like even taking a shower, no, I don't take them every day because I don't go out every day. I'm home. So I'll have those fixed days throughout my schedule. And so if we do plan on going somewhere or have something going on, then I will actually try to work them around my shower days. Okay, that's just, hey, I told you. These are like behind the scenes. You're getting a raw glimpse. Then from 9 to 11, I will do more client work. And if it's slow, I may clock out and work on the blog. There's some blog support groups and YouTube support groups that I'm in. And so we try to support each other with, through social media and different things like that. So I'll do stuff like that at that point. Then from about 11 to 11:30, I'll make myself breakfast. And again, this is flexible. And then from about 11:30 to 1:30, I'll do client work. And during this time, the kids do school. And if they need my help, then I will help them. Most of them don't. Even my second grader, I tried to get him to be pretty independent this year. That was my goal for him, is to get him to be more of an independent learner. And it has succeeded. It's one of those things like, oh, I did good as a mom. But he still needs help with something. So I will help, or the older kids will help. Sometimes it's just they need to read to him or listen to him read is usually what they're helping with. Then from 2 to 3, I will do client projects. And again, that changes. Sometimes I get big projects that come through. Like I just finished doing a devotional on a mental health topic. And so that actually, the book should be coming in tomorrow, so I could see that. So that one took more time. Then from 3 to 4, I will work on my blog. And then about 4:30, 5-ish, depending on what I'm making, I will start dinner. Unless I've thrown something in the crock pot. I love the days where I throw something into the crock pot. Those are good days. Then I'm not rushed to do dinner. So that is kind of how our days are structured. And again, like these are subject to change. Things happen. Stuff comes up. So I need to have flexibility with that. That's why I don't promote the ideas of like planning your goals and then scheduling like all your milestones throughout the year. Like, I just don't think things like that work for moms. I think it works better to have habits that you're going to work on every day or every week. Like my book is not something that I work on every day. And I have just determined that if I can write on it once a week and at least finish out a chapter every month, which is what I've been able to do, then I'm good. And I should finish it by the end of the year. So these are kind of like micro habits. So even if I only write like 250 words in my book or finish out one section in one chapter, like that's good. At least I've worked on my book. And so this book is going to get written because I've been taking small, consistent steps. Now, not every day because I don't have time to write in it every day. But if I can, it is doable to commit once a week to doing it. And so that's what I've done. And so that's what I've set up. I have things that I want to get accomplished in a month, and I will work on those throughout the month. Sometimes they get accomplished, sometimes they roll into the next month, but that's okay. If it's a big project, it's expected. So don't lock yourself in to, I have to do it like this, or I have to do it like this. You need to do what works for you and what works for your family. And then also make peace with, like, not everything is going to get done on such a strict timeline because you're a mom and things happen. So make peace with that. And that is a wrap for this Momtrepreneur Life Coffee Chat. So be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If there's other momtrepreneurs that you know of, please share this channel with them. I am trying very hard. So I'm going to tell you a funny story. So I am trying very hard to break 100 subscribers. So, part of that is like, okay, let's find other YouTubers who are similar, and let's see what they're doing to build their followers and subscribers and stuff like that. So I found these two other women, and they're both from the UK. And then I was thinking, like, my favorite podcaster is from the UK. Like, I had my four-year-old in the van with me one morning, and I was listening to her, and he goes, "Why are we listening to rabbits?" Because the only connection he made to the British accent was Peter Rabbit. So he was listening to the podcaster with me and thinking we're listening to rabbits. So that was super cute. But I thought, like, maybe what I'm missing is an English accent, because there is something soothing about the English accent. So maybe I should try to cultivate that, to boost my subscribers. So yes, when you're starting a business, you're willing to try anything. So on that note, I'm really signing off now. Have a good night, and I will see you in the next Momtrepreneur Live Coffee Chat.